What's going on, y'all? I want to show you the voice leveler from Accusonus. This is a plugin that's designed to correct level inconsistencies in vocal recordings for spoken word, dialogue, broadcast, podcast, things of that nature. And since I've been recording and editing podcasts lately, I decided to check this out. So the controls is very easy to use. You have your one knob that just controls how much processing you want. On the left, you've got your output and the mode, normal and tight. So normal is more transparent to me. The tight, I can hear more of the processing in it. The emphasis, what the emphasis is going to do is it's going to I won't say rebalance, but it adjusts the tonal shaping of the signal. The breath control, this is going to, so when you add this plugin on, it's going to boost the gain, and it can also really boost the breaths as well. So with the breath control, it's going to notice those breaths and keep them low, which is a good thing. You've got A and B that you can switch between, and the orange on the waveform, here's your output, and the black is the input. So you can see the difference of what it's putting out versus what's coming in. When you first open up this plugin, there's a pop-up that comes up that just alerts you to that, with this plugin boosting gain, it will also boost background noise, so be aware of that. So if you have a noisy recording that you use this on, it will boost that background noise along with the vocal. They suggest using the ERA4 denoiser to help with that, placing that before the voice leveler. But what I've got here is I've recorded myself reading some of the product description, and I've intentionally moved away from the mic at times, just so we can have some voice or vocal inconsistencies with the level here. You can see it really, this part here, just looking at the waveform, looks a little lower, as well as this tail end. So let's listen to this, and then we'll add in the voice leveler and hear what it does. Instead of spending hours on manual gain adjustments, use the new ERA voice leveler to normalize the volume levels of speech or dialogue in recordings in seconds without leaving your DAW or NLE environment. The ERA voice leveler is a single knob tool that uses the patent-pending algorithms to automatically detect audio level problems in the voice recording and correct them in real time. Are you a podcaster, videographer, vlogger, dialogue editor, or post-production engineer? The ERA voice leveler will help you save time, and you'll be able to focus on the creative side of your work. So you can hear we have some vocal inconsistencies there, and intentionally. So let's hear how the voice leveler does. Let's bring it in, and I've got two modes set here, both processing at 35%. I've got set to normal, no emphasis. And B, I've got set to tight with emphasis. So tight is also supposed to give you more focused sound, and this white circle next to emphasis, as the emphasis is applied, you'll see this go green. It doesn't apply emphasis to the signal the whole time, only when it determines that it's needed. And also, before I forget, this plugin is resizable. If you look in this upper corner here. Okay, so let's now play this with the voice leveler. Instead of spending hours on manual gain adjustments, use the new ERA voice leveler to normalize the volume levels of speech or dialogue in recordings in seconds without leaving your DAW or NLE environment. The ERA voice leveler is a single knob tool that uses the patent-pending algorithms to automatically detect audio level problems in the voice recording and correct them in real time. Are you a podcaster, videographer, vlogger, dialogue editor, or post-production engineer? The ERA voice leveler will help you save time, and you'll be able to focus on the creative side of your work. Okay, so the B side here with the tight and the emphasis, it definitely sounds more processed to me. At least for my voice here, I prefer just the normal. Let's take a look at what the breath control is doing. So it looks like we got a breath here. Yeah, so let's just listen to that with and without the breath control. This is with the breath control off. and this is with it on. The ERA voice leveler environment. The ERA voice leveler is a environment. So I do hear the breath control, controlling the breaths there, which is a good feature that's added in here with especially with as much gain as this is boosting. I will say with as much gain as this is boosting, you do have an output knob here, or an output fader here. You definitely want to make use of that in case this does boost it too loud. I've already used this to edit the next episode of my podcast, the Faders Up podcast, and we recorded this one on Zoom because we had a guest, and the voice leveler worked really well. Some of them I did end up just having to pull the output down a little bit. Processing, I was probably at 20, anywhere between 20 and 40%. This with everyone using different mics in different places. Everybody was at different levels with it. So you don't have to be the good thing about this is you don't have to be really an audio engineer per se to use this plugin. It's not complicated, very easy to use, and this also comes in a bundle in the ERA4 bundle, which is an audio repair bundle from Accusonus that includes a reverb remover, this voice leveler, a de-esser, plosive remover, a declipper, as well as a denoiser. So this plugin runs $59, which isn't bad, but if you're listening to this in the month of May 2020, this plugin is free with any purchase you make on Plugin Boutique at this time. So I'll have the link to this in the description. So again, anything you get from Plugin Boutique, you're going to get this plugin for free for this month, which is May 2020. But that's my review of the voice leveler from Accusonus. Any questions, comments, let me know, and I'll catch y'all next time.